G'day guys and welcome to the ModShop. We have just entered December. It's my favourite time of year. But that also means that in 14 days, The Last Jedi will be coming to cinemas. And because of that, I am going to be customizing this. Now, if you watched my last video, I did call it Luke's, because it is, really, but this design is technically Anakin's, but we're going to call it Luke's anyway, because no one cares about Anakin, because he's a little bitch. With that being said, I don't really have that much to do to this. It is going to be just a simple paint job with a base, not a difficult base at that. Should just get right into it. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is, we're getting the wood burner, because I don't have a Dremel or a rotary tool of any kind, so we're going to have to use that. And it worked out pretty well for the Battle Zord a couple of weeks ago, so that should be fine. Point is, we're going to be removing this black bit here. That's because it's not 100% screen accurate, but the closer we get, the better it will, eventually look. Hopefully that gives us a good look at the lighting on the inside. Don't know. If not too big of a problem. I did have a few issues with it previously, and that was just due to some wear and tear situations. I've had this for a couple of years. So as the blade did come off, the back bit here did come loose and push forward. So I've already super glued that back into place, and the inside tube that would hold the blade did wobble around, and I've also fix that into position, and that's the only issues with it. Basically just got to wait for the wood burner, and after that we can prime it. Okay, wood burner's ready, props ready, let's get to it. Okay guys, so I'm going in with the wood burner, done that section, and I've put some tissue in there, so I'm ready to prime. Got that masked off like I showed you before. Don't have a lot of this left, so let's hope it works. Alright, let's do it. So, as you can see, got the flat grey primer currently on. It is dry enough for me to start spraying on the aluminium. We're good to go. Okay guys, so I've left it overnight. It did start raining outside, so I'm going to have to do some filming in here. As you can see, I have started the paint job on the front copper circle. So I've just got to go in and do another layer of that, and then do the one on the back as well. I've just mixed in some burnt sienna, some gold, and some Tamiyan clear red, just to get that nice coppery look. The front and back have dried. They've come out pretty nice. Very happy with them. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just using some normal acrylic black, filling in these two circles here, and I'm going to be doing the grip area as well. so we've got those black bits in, and now as you can see it's a bit messy on the edges. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Tamiya chrome silver just to touch up the edges of that. So now we're going to be moving on to the rubber grip area, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get the black painted, and then once everything else is done I'm actually going to sand it back to give it a matte look. Moving on to the gold switch, and in saying that, this is just about done. It's probably about as clean as I could get it. It was very tedious process. I might go back in and try and clean it up a bit more later, but I'm pretty happy with where it is now. Anyway, so starting on the gold switch now, and just getting a gold acrylic. So it's just about done, but we're just going to get this black wash that I've just done and go over here to bring out the detail of that button. Okay, so we're just about finished. All I'm going to do now is put some clear gloss on it just to make it very shiny and pristine looking, and then we're going to go into some areas and sand back a bit to give it a more matte look. Alright guys, so we've just started the base process. I've already built it, I'll show you in a second, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to follow a Bespin Cloud City sort of theme, and so what we're going to do with this is we're going to be allowing that to just maintain itself, and as I said, following the Bespin theme, it's going to be as if the lightsaber has just fallen from Cloud City after Luke's hands got chopped off. So that's enough said, let's do it. So I finally designed a base and I've put it all together, just used some PVA glue. So as you can see, I've sort of built it like a photo frame and just used some spare MDF around the house in order to do that, and that's where the lightsaber will be sitting on a slant. All I've got to do now is paint it. So what we're going to be using is the aluminium spray again, and then we'll be going in and weathering it and stuff like that. Alright guys, so we've just done the first layer of spray, and just want to add that we aren't using the primer for this one simply because we don't need it, and also that I have none left. Luckily it's another muggy day. I'm sweating literally standing here. Anyway, so now that this silver coat is dry, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with some black wash and just pack it, just make it really dirty, and then go in with some paper towels and then really make it dirty as all hell. Okay, so now that that's dry, I'm just going to go in with my sand sponge and just smoothing it out, just to really give it that metal effect, especially around the edges. So I've got this German grey that I'm just going to use in a few areas just to even it out, just to even out that darker tone that we're going for. So I was going to leave it the way it was with just the rust effect, but I looked at some reference photos of the carbonite chamber from Empire as a sort of reference to the lighting of the carbonite chamber. With that being said, I'm pretty sure I'm done. So with all of that being said and done, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end it here. I like where it's at. I don't want to add anything else to it because I don't want it to distract from the prop, and like I said, I like where it's at, so I'm not going to add anything to it. So with that in mind, it's time for the final reveal. So guys, it's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't really have much else to say that I didn't cover in this video. I will say again that halfway through I did have to sort of change the direction of where I was taking this. But all in all, it came out pretty schmick, I have to say. I'm pretty happy with this. It's not always going to turn out the way you want, but just have fun and it'll be fine. Not having a video next week, but Lauren should be coming back with some new stuff, so that's cool. So check that out. I'm sure she'll keep you updated. In saying that, I'll leave a link in the description below of the latest Star Wars trailer if you haven't seen it. If you're weird. Happy with where it's at. pretty solid. Comment your thoughts below, guys. Click the bell for notifications of upcoming videos, new videos, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. And until I see you guys next, that's me done. So yeah.